Okay, and we are live. So if you want to load up your deck, mate.
Loading it in. I've played Ringo South before. I don't know if I've played it on campaign mode before. I don't know if I've played it with the, whatever the campaign mode setup
Yeah.
is.
Um, do you want to add in? Um, are we running the Ringo South Frodo, or do you want to use Moneybags Frodo?
Uh, use the one, use the one that came in the pack. I've always found like those ones tend to be the best.
Um,
You can change them out, but they seem usually well suited.
yeah, it's just obviously I'm not sure for money costs for what we need. Obviously, Moneybags Frodo from the Mountain of Fire set. Obviously, you exhaust the one ring to um, gain an extra resource. Obviously, there's no um, resources here that are. There's no downside to exhausting the one ring here.
Hmm.
That's why I was asking what you fancied running.
Nope, just use this one.
Okay, well, I'll just load in.
So now I got the. Oh, that's right. I got the defense one now for perfect.
Did you forget about that?
Yeah, not much use, but it's fine. I was thinking about the current decks rather than the. That's fine.
Well,
It's
if you
funny
want, we can
actually.
switch them. If you want, we can switch them round.
Nah, that's what I picked. Sort through this other stuff here that I don't remember how.
Right, and don't forget we've also got Gandalf's delay.
Oh, that's right.
And I think we forgot that last game.
I don't remember.
No, I don't.
I, f I feel like we did. I feel like we reduced our hand size by one.
Well, people can
And
let
then
us
we got what's our other burden card?
know. We also got Fear of Discovery.
Gotcha.
So there's Gandalf's delay, and we have Fear of Discovery, which we got from the last quest card, I believe. Yes, it was. So I'll shuffle. I'll allow you to shuffle that into the encounter
Yeah,
deck,
I'll take control of it.
and we'll just grab the one ring there and give that to Frodo Baggins,
Mr. Baggins.
or Mr. Underhill as he's referred to
Known,
right now.
known by.
Okay then. So hello and welcome to Card Talk, the Ring Goes South, our saga campaign, in which we are doing a semi-thematic playthrough of the saga boxes. Um, our last three quests have followed Sam, Merry, Pippin, and Frodo, and then they were accompanied by Falco and Fatty at one point, and then it changed to Aragorn on his own. Um, and now here we are. I'm the host, Grant Thompson, and joined with me is Ted.
Hey guys, welcome to our Saga campaign playthrough. We're gonna try not to get our butts kicked.
Yep, and Ted, do you want to tell us about our lineup of heroes for this quest?
Yeah, so we're doing a semi-thematic playthrough of the saga. We're mostly sticking to the campaign rules, but we've maybe changed the hero lineups without incurring the penalty as sort of the quests progress. So on the left side of the screen, you'll see Grant's deck. He's got the Black Riders lineup, as it's commonly called: Sam, Merry, and Pippin from Leadership, Tactics, and Lore. And I have for some reason it didn't load in. This is a 3 Hunters contract deck between Gimli, Legolas, and Aragorn. But for some reason the contract itself is not loaded in.
Do you want us to load it in for you?
Yeah, because that card, it has to be exhausted, I suppose, to use its ability to heal. It's really bizarre.
Yeah, it could just be the fact that when you've made the deck, it hasn't loaded the contract in for you. But there you go.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's actually not in there, but I will make that change now. So for future decks,
Yep, and I've just passed you control of the 3 on as deck there for you.
thank you kindly, Grant. You're my Octagon guru.
No worries, buddy. No worries. Now, for this quest, obviously we have to start with 5 cards in our opening hand, thanks to Gandalf's delay, as you may have heard from our earlier talkings. Now, I can't see anything that Ted's got in his hand, but I think I'm going to take a mulligan. Although it is nice to start off with Steward of Gondor in my hand, I don't actually have... Actually, I don't know. Do I want to keep this, Ted?
I suppose you're asking me because, well, I mean, the thing is, you have drinking songs, right? And drinking songs like is a mulligan, so I would say keep it.
Okay, yeah.
Because you get to play what you want out of it, and then get what you don't, reshuffle what you don't. So
Yeah, and I think at this point I wish we were running Moneybags Frodo so I could get Steward of Gondor out in turn 1. But them's the breaks.
them's the breaks.
Okay, so Ted, if you want to open your hand up to show our viewers what you are running.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, Dwarven Shield, Calabrian
Yeah,
Stone.
it's pretty good, but I hate having, I have 2 copies of Calabrian Stone, which is unique, so it's not really going to serve me in flipping the contracts. So I love to see Silver Harp, though. Man, do I love to see Silver Harp.
Well, you can drop the other Calabrian Stone to Legolas to ready Gimli.
Yeah, it's not completely useless, but I think I'm gonna hang on to it because it's got some cards I need, even though it won't help me flip.
Okay,
we'll see how it goes.
So, as per campaign setup, each hero may change without incurring a threat cost, which doesn't matter to us. The players have earned the boon cards over here, so let's have a look at them. We have Sting, we have the Mithril Shirt, we have Glamdring, and Orcrist. So, which one would you like? I think
these are interesting, and so they go into our hand.
I think one goes into the hand, and
if any of these boon cards remain unchosen, shuffle them into the first player's deck.
yeah.
Dang.
So I think I'm going to take Sting.
Sting seems like an okay choice for your deck.
Yeah. Either Sting or Mithril Shirt.
Mithril Shirt.
But
also,
Mithril,
well,
that just has to go on Frodo, unfortunately.
Ring Bearer. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll take the Mithril. I'll take Sting. Which one would you like? Glamdring,
Uh,
Orcrist, or Anduril?
So those are both bonkers. These are all bonkers cards, by the way.
Oh, it's not Orcrist. It's Anduril. Sorry, I've been saying Orcrist.
Oh yeah, Anduril and Glamdring.
Yeah.
Those are both really good for 3 Hunters decks in a campaign because they're both restricted.
Yes.
Wow, Glamdring is +2 attack and lets you draw a card. Oh, if you destroy an orc enemy.
But
I think
Anduril works well with Aragorn.
Or Gimli, because he's gonna I gotta take Anduril, right? It's Aragorn's sword.
Yeah, okay, I'll pass that over to you. And
And
then
it can go on Tactics Aragorn.
And then
'cause
the
his
other
name's
2
on
get shuffled into my deck, yes?
Sure.
Okay, so I'll just shuffle them in. Okay. Set Lust for the Ring and the Doors of Durin and Watcher in the Water aside out of play, along with Redhorn Pass. Okay, so if you in the House of Elrond, the evil wound that Frodo received on Weathertop is healed, and he is reunited with his uncle Bilbo. But the One Ring cannot remain hidden in Rivendell for long. So Lord Elrond summons a council to decide what should be done to protect the free peoples of Middle-earth.
Okay, so setup is just basically setting a series of cards aside, which is already done for us.
Yep.
Okay, the Council of Elrond. Forced. At the end of the planning phase, each player places the top card of his deck face up in front of him in player order until there are a total of 4 face-up cards between the 2 players. The first player chooses one face-up card to be played for 0 cost, one to its owner's hand, one to discard, and one
To shuffle
shuffled
back
into the
into
deck. Yep.
and then
Uh,
either shuffle Lust for the Ring into the encounter deck or raise each player's threat by 5.
Ooh, Lust for the Ring is probably bad.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
let's start planning.
Yeah, so we go through planning first.
Okay, well,
So it looks like I have control of Frodo at the moment, but he'll just kind of shift between who's first player.
yep. I will actually spend one of Frodo's resources and one of Pippin's resources, and I'll play Sting onto Sam.
Yeah, because these are just neutral cards, right?
Yep. Essentially, I don't think there's a rule for whose resources you have to pay for. I think it's just acts as a neutral card with these boon cards.
Yeah, I feel like they don't have a spear. I feel like they're just neutral. Otherwise, they'd be Baggins if they were going to be, if you had to pay with fellowship resources.
Yeah.
But, cool.
Then I think I'll spend one for a Dagger of Westerness on a Merry. Now, should I stick Sting onto Sam or should I stick it onto Merry?
I would say stick it on to Sam, because Sam might do either attacking or defending.
Yeah.
And you already have a dagger for Mary, so...
Yep, okay, well that's me done for this planning phase.
Okay, so it's actually kind of neat is if I choose to play Andoril, it's actually reduced by 1, because it's restricted.
Yep.
Okay. That seems like a really good first turn play here. So, if I attach Andoril to Aragorn...
Aragorn becomes 4 defense.
Yeah, he becomes 4 defense, actually, and then he has the ability to... He might actually defend a lot in this campaign, then.
And with Anduril, he gets to attack again, so he's getting to use his 4 attack as well.
Yeah, so I think
whilst mitigating 1 defense.
The thing is, well, it can also go on to Gimli, though, right? Because it's noble?
Yes.
So Gimli could wield it, and then when he actually defends, he gets to attack back for 3.
True.
So he might also be a really good target. I'm honestly not sure which it's better on, but I feel like it's Aragorn's sword, right? Like
it is Aragorn's sword.
It is Aragorn's sword, right? And he's got the. So we'll see how it goes. We'll put it on Aragorn. For now, and then I think my other play will be a silver harp for 1 onto Legolas.
Okay. So now at the end of the planning phase, we each have to put the top card of our decks in front of us.
Yeah, we're essentially doing two cards each, right?
Yep. Okay.
So we choose 1 to play for 0. 1 to hand, 1 to discard, 1 to shuffle.
Yep.
Well, I think we can choose the discard Elven Light. I think that's a pretty clear choice, right?
Yeah, I think I'm going to play Frodo's Intuition because after this quest stage, we're moving on to the Red Home Pass.
To be played for 0 cost. So if you played that, you would get to draw 4 cards.
Yes.
Which is pretty good.
And then I think taking Unlikely Friendship into hand and shuffling Farmer Maggot back into me deck.
Yeah. It's up to you whether you want to play Maggot versus Intuition, but...
I think Intuition is probably more useful than playing Farmer Maggot at this point in time.
Yeah, so I'll take Unlikely Friendship into my hand, and you will play... I guess you'll get 3 cards, right? Oh, no, you have Frodo this turn, so you get 4 cards.
Okay,
yeah.
So I'll just make sure my deck is shuffled after Farmer Maggot, and then I draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then we have to choose to either shuffle Lust for the Ring into the encounter deck or raise each player's threat by 5.
I am kind of leaning on the threat because that card seems bad.
Yeah. Okay,
right?
I'm happy with raising my threat for that.
I'm not. 5's a lot, but
that card is worse.
It's terrible, right? So here's what it is. It's got a peril and surge, and when revealed, it goes to a non-fellowship hero, and it's a condition where they, after they exhaust, they raise their threat by 1
Yep.
and reduce the attached hero's willpower to 0 for the end of the round. Like it's bad.
Yeah. So,
So
I'd rather just raise me threat by 5 to not have to deal with it.
yeah.
Okay, I'll just move that aside out of play so we don't have to deal with that again. Okay, and then we have to make... Then we advance to 2A.
Yeah, advance to stage 2. The 9 walkers.
The council decides the One Ring must be cast into Mount Doom. Frodo is appointed 8 companions to help him complete this quest, and the company of the Ring sets out from Rivendell into Holland on their way to Mordor.
Phoenix was sneezing, which...
When revealed, make Redhorn pass the active location. The first player reveals cards in the encounter deck until there's at least X threat in the staging area, where X is twice the numbers of players in the game. So we're looking to reveal cards. First player reveals cards. That's pretty brutal. Reveals cards?
Yep.
Hey, we have a Howling Warg.
Okay.
So this is...
Me.
I guess, yeah, it's first player is doing the reveals. This is your peril.
Yep. Either each attacks you. Yeah, I'll have the Warg attack me.
Sure. It's your peril. It's your choice.
Hang on. No, I'll just give it minus 20 engagement cost. There's no reason not to.
Okay. So the other option is each warg enemy gets minus 20 engagement cost until the end of the round.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll just kind of keep this in play over here as a reminder.
Yep. And the reason I've still got that card out there is because of the fact that's keeping a track of the willpower that I've got this round.
Assuming we quest with Frodo, right?
No, it's just every each hero you control gets +1 willpower until the end of the round.
Right. Oh, I see. I see what you're doing. Okay. Tree Crowned Hill. Well, Tree Crowned Hill is the active location. Each enemy gets -1 threat. Forced, when it is explored, the players as a group exhaust X characters in play. X is the number of damage here.
Yep.
Okay. So we have 5, so that exceeds our amount.
Yep. So now we go on to questing. So I'll send...
Yeah, so we're going to 2B. During the travel phase, the players must travel to a location if able. And forced, after an enemy engages a player, place 1 damage on the active location if able. And then Redhorn Pass is our active location. Immune to player card effects. When it's explored, each player assigns X damage among characters he controls. Okay, X is the number of damage here. So we want to try and avoid that.
Yeah, basically we want to try and clear that out straight away.
Yep.
Which is
Alright.
why I opted for Frodo's intuition over
Sure.
Farmer
Sure.
Market.
I'll for sure quest with Gimli and Legolas, and I think I'm gonna leave.
Leave
Let's see here.
Aragorn. Leave Aragorn. Off.
Yeah, I mean he could quest for 3, which might make sure we get past. How much are you sending total?
11.
So if I send 4,
That's 15.
that'd be 15.
That's 5. 8. Yeah, I'm sending 11. I mean, I can send Mary for an additional 3, so I'm sending 14. But it just means I can't attack anything this round.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll send 14. You can take the enemy this round.
Yeah. Because he's got the willpower boost. Mary does, right?
Yeah.
So it's an extra 3.
Yeah, I'm sending 14 willpower.
I'm gonna discard a card with Legolas's ability to target Gimli, so he readies and gets +1 willpower, and then I'll use Silver Harp to put it back in my hand.
Okay.
So we're going for 18 total, which is pretty good. Hopefully we'll get.
With that +1, is it not 19? Or did you?
No, I counted them as 4.
All right.
Yeah, which is another reason why Andril would be good on Gimli, because he always quests.
Yeah. as long as you've got a card to discard.
Right. Okay, here we go. First card is Bitter Cold. When revealed, each player must choose either discard each ally he controls, or raise his threat by 1 for each ally he controls. Well, that's
I'll raise me
0 in both cases.
Yeah.
So we can't choose to do either. I can't choose to do either. Either way, I choose to raise my threat, and it's 0. And I have no allies.
And I'll choose to discard all my allies, which is 0.
Yeah. Okay. It's
Card number
Hobbits
2.
aren't cold. Yeah, it's fine. Hey, Fear Discovery, Surge. The first player must either exhaust the Ring Bearer or reveal an additional counter card, and the Ring Bearer is
Already
exhausted, and this surges, so we essentially have to reveal
2 more cards.
2 cards. Okay. A Howling Warg, a Hound of Sauron that surges, and a Howling Warg. My god. My goodness.
We make 8 progress, by my calculations.
2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we make 10. So we avoided all damage on the Redhorn Pass, which is great. So we make 2 progress, and Redhorn Pass goes to victory. We did. Good play, Grant. Good play.
That was the idea.
So we have to travel during the travel phase.
Yep.
We have to travel to Tree Crowned Hill.
Yes, we do.
After an enemy engages a player... Wow, so this is going to get a lot of damage.
Yes, it is, because all of these have minus 20 engagement.
They all have minus 20, because this makes it until the end of the round.
Yes, but all of them have plus 3 thanks to Pippin.
Alright, so... Let's say I option... I'll just option 1 Howling Warg.
Okay. Then 1 comes down to me.
So if you don't option anything, this guy, he's minus 20, but then he's also plus 4?
Yes.
Right? So he's 34?
Yes.
Okay. So unless you want to option him to trigger Pippin and Sam and some stuff.
I will certainly do. I'll certainly do that because there's no reason not to.
Okay. If I let's see here. Okay.
So I'll option the Howling War, the Hound of Sauron, and then we each get another Howling Warg.
Yep. These guys engage at 22.
Yep.
At my calculation.
And that's 4 damage onto Tree Crowned Hill.
Yes, it is, Grant. Okay. Alright. No need to, Okay. Great. I think I will... I don't know what the highest threat enemies is. Is there anything higher than 2 threat in here, Grant? Do you know?
I have no idea off the top of my head.
Right. I'm gonna play Well Warned and reduce my threat by 2 when I engage one of these guys.
Do you want me to check?
Yeah, I mean, 2's usually good. Yeah, I mean, it's free 2 threat reduction no matter what, so...
And this is the ring goes south. So let's have a look. Thank the Lord for Hollowbeorn.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the 5 threat Watcher in the Water, 4 threat for the Great Warg Chief, 3 threat for Crows, but that's pretty much it on enemies. The rest are like 1s and 2s.
Ah, there's some 3 threat. Well, I'll just play it now. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, well, they're all gonna get shadow cards.
Yes, they are.
So... I can at least defend my 2 attacks with my current heroes, but then I'm wondering how... You have Sam to defend.
I can defend one with Sam, and I can use Mr. Underhill for the other.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might be the best choice. I will play an Unlikely Friendship, I think, to give Gimli a resource and draw a card.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. Ooh, another Dwarven Shield.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I am going to Mr. Underhill, probably the Howling Warg, so we don't put another progress on, another damage on Tree Crowned Hill.
I don't really know if it's gonna matter because it's gonna have like so many, right? Like it's gonna have, it's gonna have way more damage than we have characters in play. Like it's already at 4, and then it's gonna get 5, 6, right?
Yeah.
Um, Although we do have some flexibility here, where if I do defend with Gimli, I could choose not to ready Legolas and ready like one of your characters instead if we need to.
Yep.
But maybe Legolas and Merry can do some shenanigans too.
Quite possible.
So, all right, I think it's a good play. Why don't you Mr. Underhill, whoever one you want, and then defend.
Well, if I hound Mr. Underhill hounds Sauron, Sam doesn't take any damage from the attack.
Oh, I think we goofed. Hold on. This guy gets -5 engagement cost for each enemy in the staging area.
Yep, so he's now back up to 50.
So, well, when he was in the staging area, we calculated him at 33, but he should be minus another 20?
No, it's only another 2, another 10, because by the time...
Oh, we optioned.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Okay, if you're sure.
I'm not sure, but I'm sure the comment section will let me know.
Well, because we would have optioned... If we optioned these two guys instead... I'm wondering if your Sam is actually ready or not, because I forgot about his minus... Because he readied off of this guy,
Yeah.
and I didn't read his text. He's -5, so if I would have optioned one Warg, he would have been minus... Because he counts himself for each enemy in the staging area, so it would have been -20 for the card, and then minus another 15. 5, 10, 15. So he's -35, and then plus another 4.
That's 19.
So it's 19.
So Sam wouldn't be ready.
Yeah, I'm thinking we have another so yeah, you don't get the card either. Sorry, I didn't read his text until now. I'm trying to play correctly, Grant.
It's alright. So the question becomes, can we deal with this?
I think so, because if I defend with Gimli, I could ready Sam for you, and he won't have his bonuses, but he'll have at least... You can still Mr. Underhill, right? This guy, right?
I could.
And if I...
Well, I have to do my defenses first.
Oh, right. So I could Sentinel defend... Gimli could Sentinel defend this guy for you. But then you have Sam ready, and you can't Sentinel defend for me. So I might just have to take an attack undefended, I think is what I have to do.
Yep, I think that's the way we're going to have to do it.
Yep, that's the only way that I see. So I in that case, I will ready Legolas, since... What's your hill attack for 4? It's actually 1 short of... He could kill the Hound, but then so could
Sam.
So could Sam.
And
so could Merry.
Yeah.
But Merry won't be attacking with anyone else, so it honestly doesn't matter. That's probably all we're going to be doing. So he attacks. It's the damage. You need 4 to kill him. You have any other bonuses?
I need to ready Merry in order to kill the Hound.
Sure. So I will use Gimli to ready Merry.
Okay, thank you. Shadow card.
+2, because he was engaged this round. So 5. So I take 3.
Yep. And then the Hound is cancelled.
Okay, I'm going to use Aragorn to defend this Hound. Defending player discards a non-objective attachment he controls. That's Shitty. So he attacks for 3. I actually have 4 defense because of my things.
Yep, and then you can exhaust and do roll.
Yep. So to have Aragorn be an attacker, so he attacks for 4 against his 1 defense, so he does 3 damage back to the warg.
Yep.
And then this Howling Warg is undefended, and they both attack, and we get 2 more damage. I gotta take 3. I will put that on Legolas.
Okay, and then Merry will kill the Hound of Sauron.
And we're done.
Why is that Redhorn Foothills out?
I must have just hit Control E by mistake. Instead of Control N.
Okay, shuffle the encounter deck because that will give away an unfair advantage to know what's coming off the
Shuffled. It is shuffled.
Okay, so what are you planning this round?
Silver Harp again. They're gonna miss having a resource. I'm gonna play a Dwarven Shield on Gimli to boost his defense. And that is all.
Okay, I'm going to spend 2 and play out a Steward of Gondor on a Pippin. I want to trigger Steward of Gondor, gain 2 for Gaffer Gamgee. And I think that's all I'm doing.
Yep.
I mean, I could play the second Dagger of Westerness, but I can also save for a Tireless Hunter. Or a Razor Shire.
Sure thing.
So I think I'm gonna just wait for them, in all honesty.
Yeah. So the question is, do we want to actually explore the tree-crowned hill? And I'm thinking the answer to that question is no.
Probably not, because it probably means we're dead.
Yeah, I feel like we can't, because we have to exhaust. So even if we quest with everybody,
We have to exhaust 7 characters.
yep, and then we'll have no one left to attack or defend.
Yep. So I think I'll send 2, 3, 7.
Yeah, and I feel like that's just, we should just go with that's it. I'll just leave all my characters open.
Sounds like
I mean,
a plan.
I could go with, yeah, let's just send 7.
I mean, you could go, or you don't have a way to generate a resource for Gimli's ability.
Yeah, so I'd rather have Legolas just be ready.
Yeah.
So I feel like 7's enough. I feel like we're not going to get more than that.
Well, let's hope.
Did shuffle, by the way.
I know I saw.
We got a Redhorn, Foothills, and Regiments of Crows. When revealed, place 3 damage on the active location.
So
Because there isn't enough.
So we make 3 progress on the Tree Crowned Hill.
It's actually perfect. And this just has an ability. The Foothills has an ability when it's the active location and when it's explored. Nothing while in the staging area.
Yep.
Okay.
Right, I am now going to play Tireless Hunter and take one of these Howling Wargs off you.
Sure. That'll discard its shadow card.
And I will ready Sam and draw.
Because now it's back to engaging at 40...
Yeah.
41?
Yes.
Okay.
Now then, it's your combat first.
Yeah, I think in this case, because I have Andrew, I'm actually gonna defend with Aragorn, since it's kind of doing the same thing.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
No shadow. I'm gonna trigger the response on Anduril to attack him back. To do 4. which will kill it.
Okay.
Um,
I will.
I could trigger Aragorn's ability to take the warg back from you.
Well, I was just gonna say you could technically defend my howling warg, and I can defend with sting and deal some damage.
Yeah. So I mean, I can defend either one of those attacks for you because
Do you want to take the one with the shadow effect?
Sure.
Because that way, if you get any damage, you're boosted and you can gain a resource.
Well, yeah, but he's already like I don't want him to take damage because he's already on his way out the door. I think a stronger play might be actually just to gaffer him.
Okay, I'll go for him.
No, and then I instead I just defend this attack for 3.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
And then I take, yeah, and then I take no damage.
And
right?
then Mary and Sam kill this. How?
Well, so we got to do things in the right. I guess.
Well, I've returned Gaff out of my hand, so that cancels this guy's attack.
Yep.
Gimli defends this guy and takes no damage.
Yep.
So combat. Do you want Legolas and Merry to take out this guy? And then
That makes the most sense to me.
and then
right?
I'll ready Legolas with Merry's ability,
Yep.
and then Sam and
Legolas
Legolas.
attack and kill this guy,
yeah,
and then they're all dead.
yep. And Frodo didn't even get to do anything.
Yeah. So how many Howling Wargs attacked? 3?
No, 2.
2.
Yours and one of mine.
We have to exhaust 12 characters, Grant, when we explore this.
Good to know.
Cute. But we killed all the enemies, so now I feel a little bit better than I did before. I'd say we're done.
Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so I'm back to being first player, and I think I'm going to spend 2 resources for a Warden of Healing,
It's a good play.
and 2 more for Gaffagamji. And then I am going to play Drinking Song. Okay, that works. I like that. And then I'm going to play a Shire Folk and reduce my threat by 4. Okay, that's me
Okay.
done.
It's a good turn. I think I'm just going to double up on my Dwarven shields.
Okay, and I am now going to use the Warden of Healing to heal off Legolas and Gimli.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I really need to. Usually this deck flips, usually by a turn like 1 or 2 I've done it. But I think Gandalf's delay kind of hurt, and getting double stones kind of hurt too.
Yeah.
But that's alright.
And then
Rock Mandrill,
obviously
so
you-
I'm
and then
happy
you-
with that.
And then you had to discard your first Silver Harp.
Yeah, I lost a harp too, right? So I actually could be flipping next turn, but I lost the harp.
Yep. Okay, so,
So,
questing,
yeah,
I will
it's-
send
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7,
I feel like
8,
so. This is the so for
9.
now. If we're gonna quest out of this, we might as well send everybody, right? There's no reason not to because they're all gonna get exhausted no matter what we do.
I'll send 12.
You know, so if we get an enemy, you'll just have to use Gaffer, I guess.
Yep.
Because even if I trigger, you know, Legolas's ability, I guess I'll still do it because it gives him +1 willpower.
I suppose you can. You've got no reason
Yeah.
not to. You've got the harp there, so you can
Yep.
bring it back to your hand.
So I'm gonna send 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna send 7. And what are you sending?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
18. Here we go. A Region,
No enemy. No enemy. A hound.
surging enemy. Bitter colds. Either discard each ally he controls or raises threat. I can't do either, but you actually now have allies in play.
I'll raise my threat by 2.
Yeah, that's fair. I could test to will that, but I feel like 2 threat raise is not that bad for
Yeah,
you.
it's not
It's
that
only
bad
2.
at the minute.
So we got 4,
8.
5, 6, 7, 8. So
We
we're
make 10
gonna
progress.
make 10. So 3 go on Tree Crown Hill. We have to exhaust all the characters in play.
Oh wait,
And
they're
then-
all already exhausted.
Yeah. Yes, they are. So we're actually gonna complete stage 2B then as well.
Yep.
I don't even remember what stage 3 is at all.
I think that's where we had the Watcher. Oh no, it's not. It's where we had the Great Warg Chief to the staging area.
Suddenly, Aragorn leapt to his feet. Does that mean I get to ready him? How the wind howls, he cried. It is howling with wolf voices. The wargs have come west of the mountains. When revealed, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for an enemy and adds it to the staging area.
And one of them has to be the Great Warg Chief.
Oh man, this is bad, Grant.
It could be, yes. It could be very bad.
So we gotta look at. So one of them has to be the Warg Chief, which is he set aside? Is he in the? He's in the deck.
He's in the deck.
Okay. And then probably a Howling Warg from the discard piles.
Sounds like plan.
Oh, for an enemy. Oh, it's any enemy.
Yeah.
So you know what it could be? Could be some Craven.
Yeah, but they have a forced effect.
Oh, they reveal the top. That's just as bad.
Yep.
Pass. Okay. The Fellowship is being hunted by Ravenous Worms. During the travel phase, we must travel to a location if able. After a location enters play, place a damage on it. After an enemy engages a player, place a damage on the active location as well. So we still have to travel.
Yep.
So if we go to a Region, that's going to get probably 2 to 3 damage on it.
Yep.
But the Redhorn Foothills,
Is also going to get 2 to 3 damage on it.
yeah. And it's going to take cards from our hand.
Either way, it's going to hurt.
Yeah, I think but we can maybe play cards before we get to that point.
True.
So I'm thinking we go to the Foothills.
Agreed. I don't like the Regian.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever going to go there ever.
Do we have location control?
Nope.
Okay.
So, okay, we got this Howling Warg engages at 42,
2.
so we actually don't have to fight him. We got the Great Warg Chief that engages at 33, which he will engage
34.
me. 34. That's your first player. And the Hound, at the moment,
Which is 39.
is the 30. Well, he's minus. He counts himself, so he's minus 15.
Which puts him
So-
down to
oh.
35 plus 4
You're right. Yep.
is 39.
Plus 4.
So,
So
I mean,
we technically only have to fight this Great Warg Chief,
yeah.
but he spawns another enemy when he does that.
Yes, he does.
But I think you can probably handle it because you have some tricks.
I don't know if I've got enough tricks to handle him, but sure, why not?
Well, it's either, yeah. I mean, you have what, Gaffer and Raise the Shire,
Yeah.
and Sam.
Yep, so first of all, when he comes down, I will trigger Sam and draw a card. I will then trigger...
So his forced effect though will go off, I think, first. Well, it's after he engages you. When do all those abilities trigger? After you engage in it, yeah. I think the forced effect happens first, but then you can trigger everything
okay.
after that.
Okay, so forced ability.
We're discarding cards until we get a warg. Okay. But now I think you can just trigger all those abilities for both.
Okay,
enemies.
so that's 2 defenses boost. Well, 2 boosts on Sam and 2 cards.
Yeah, he only gets one ready out of it, I think, is how
Yeah.
it works.
Okay, and then I will spend one and play Raise the Shire. So I'll look at all the cards in my deck, and who do I want to pull out? I suppose it's going to have to be good old Farmer Maggot. And I will put 2 damage on that Howling Warg.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, he's got 2 attack too. It's a good choice.
And then I am going to trigger, and then it's time
So,
for
and then
shadows.
hold on. Okay, so this is gonna get two, excuse me, 2 damage.
Yep.
And then when the warg attack, depends on which one you use Gaffron. I'm assuming the warg chief.
Well, I've got 2 tricks to deal with both these attacks.
Okay.
So, deal them shadows. Before we forget, I am going to Gaffer the first one. I am then going to spend 1 and sneak attack Gaffer. I am then going to pull Gaffer back.
There you go.
I don't have to deal with their attacks.
They don't attack you at all.
Then I am going to attack for 5 and kill the Howling Warg. It's the only one I can't kill.
Yeah.
Hang on. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I can't even kill the Warg Chief. I need 9 to kill it. So I think the better play is to kill off the Howling Warg, and then next.
Well, couldn't you have put the? What if you put the damage on the warg chief?
Then I.
Right.
Yeah, I could do that actually instead.
Because you attack for 3, 4, 5, and then you attack for 7, so he takes 4.
Which
Like
will,
if you put the damage on the warg chief
yeah.
with
Well, let's,
Farmer Maggot, you could have.
well, let's do that then.
Yeah.
Let's say we played smart instead of playing fast.
Yeah, I mean you had your choice of which one as soon as you
Played Farmer Maggot, so yeah.
Farmer Maggot. Yeah, they're both qualifying enemies.
Yep, so. And then I can't break through that guy's defense with Farmer Maggot, so he's just going to return to me hand.
Right. Well, he was exhausted anyway from the attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we return.
And then he goes back to your hand from Raise the Shire.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't gain resources or draw a card there. So I don't know what's going on with OCTG in there, but
Yeah, it bugs out once in a while.
yep, it certainly does. Okay, so I am actually going to spend one, and he doesn't have a damage, to play a Hobbit Cloak onto Sam. So he's now up to 3 defense.
Yep.
Oh no, sorry, 4 defense when defending an enemy with a higher threat. And then I'm going to spend 2. Right, because we've got this, yeah, I'm going to spend 2 and play out another copy of Gaffer. And I am actually going to heal up Legolas and Gimli one more time.
Sure.
Now, the question becomes, do I Drinking Song and hope for a better hand? With cards I don't actually mind discarding.
Well, so the way, since the Howling Warg ended up not attacking, we only got those 2 we only got to lose
2 cards each.
2 cards each, so I would say no, because I mean you have an extra Gaffer which you can lose. Even if you lose the Drinking Song, that's fine, right? If you lose Steward, that's fine.
Is it randomly discard or?
It is random.
Okay.
It's up to you.
I'll keep it and see how it goes. So, let's see. You played a Calabrian Stone?
Yeah, I could play a 3rd Dwarven Shield on Gimli, which is kind of amusing.
But then you're not really triggering Dwarven Shield for the resources with, what is it, 5 defense you'll be at?
Yeah, but it's just usually fine. It's fine.
I mean,
I just happen to draw really strangely. Everything
I mean,
is.
5 defense wouldn't be that bad because we've got Watcher in the water there, who's attacking for 6.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then you could trigger it. Then you could trigger it 3 times and gain 3 resources.
It's fine. I'll play the stone.
Okay, so I'm done. You're done. Let's go to the question. I'll send 2, 3, 7.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'll send these guys, and I'll actually, if I could actually use Silver Harp to recover something if that I lose. I'm actually just gonna discard and not return it with Silver Harp.
Sounds like a plan.
And I'll send 4. I'm gonna send 6.
Okay, so that's 11. Are you sending Frodo as well?
No, I think we might need him to defend. For worst case scenario.
Okay. So we're up against 2, 5, 6 in the staging area. And I've sent 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a total of 11.
No, how much? You send 7?
Yes.
7 and 6 is 13.
13. Yeah, for some reason my counter didn't change from the last round. How much I was sending.
So yeah, it's 13 total.
Okay, so card number 1.
Snow Dips. When revealed, attached to the active location counts as condition, limit 1 per. No more than 3 progress can be placed on the active location each round.
Okay.
I'm just going to pay 1 to test a will at.
Sounds like a plan. And card number 2 is another Eragian. So we're up against 9 against 13. We make 4 progress.
Alright. Well, happens.
Okay then. Didn't you ready Gimli?
Yeah, it is what it is. Oh, Gimli should be ready because I used Legolas's ability.
And if that's the case, I think I'm going to engage this other Howling Warg.
Yeah, so he engages at 43 or something like that, so...
41.
Yeah, so you can option him. That's fine, I'll option this other Warg.
I'll draw a card. It was actually the Howling Warg I was on about, not the Hound. But
Oh, okay.
because that way you can defend. I can defend one with Gim. You can defend one with Gimli. I can defend one with Sam, and then we can take the rest out. You know what I mean?
Sure, sure.
Okay, so I will defend one with Sam for 4.
Yeah, my attacks are first.
Oh yeah, you first blast.
So I'm gonna defend my Hound with Aragorn.
Yep. Right, now here's a question. If you does the attack go through before or after you use Andrew? Oh, it's defended. It's you got to resolve the attack first before you can trigger Andural's counter.
Yeah, Anduril says after an attack in which the attached hero defended resolves. So this attack fully resolves.
Yeah.
If that's your question.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Okay. So I'll use Anduril to attack for 4 minus the defense, which will kill him.
Yep.
And then I will use Gimli to Sentinel defend one of your Howling Wargs. Now, we engaged 2 extra enemies this round, right?
Yes.
And these Howling Wargs are both attacking us. They're each going to add damage when they do.
I can cancel one of their attacks if you think it's worth it.
I'll leave that up to you. I'll just put one on for now. I'm going to Sentinel defend with Gimli.
Okay.
No shadow effects, so he attacks for 3, and I have 4 defense because of my Dwarven
I
shields.
will actually use Gaffer to cancel the attack of the other warg.
Okay.
And then Sam and Mary can kill one.
Okay.
And then that readies Sam, and Sam attacking for 4 can put 2 damage on the other Howling Warg.
Sure. Doesn't Sting do a damage too?
No, it's after attach hero exhaust to defend, discard the top card of the encounter deck to deal a damage.
Oh, it's only when they defend.
Yep.
Gotcha.
It's not like the player card Sting.
Hmm.
Hi Silverthorn, welcome to the stream. Okay, he's left already. Okay, I think that's all we can do this turn.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Okay. So I will, again, no resources are added, so I'll have to do that manually. Draw card. 2 resources. Okay. So I'm first player again. I'm going to spend 2 resources and play out another copy of Gaffer. And I think that's all I'm doing.
Okay, another turn. So I guess I am just gonna play this Dwarven Shield because I have it. He's just gonna be wielding triple shields, apparently.
Yeah, he's got 1 on each arm and then 1 on his back.
One in his back. Yeah.
Try and get me now.
Yep.
Okay, so questing.
Yep. So we're pretty much losing. Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to send 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, no, I'll leave Mary up. So that's 4, 6, 7, 9.
Okay, 9 from you. I'm thinking I think I'm gonna lose. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep my harp and just. I'm gonna send 6. I think I'm just gonna throw away my feint now. I think there's no really way I can keep it.
No, you'd lose it. You'd
I'll
either
lose it anyway.
You'd either lose a test of will or you'd lose a feint from the Redhorn
Yeah.
Foothills.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send 6. Ready and Gimli, and that puts us at 15. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
After enemies enter locations under play, they get 1 damage on it.
Yep. So Silverthorn, how's your night going? Each player must choose to either discard each ally. I'll raise my threat by 2.
I could cancel it. I guess I could, but it's not that bad. I'd rather save it. Hey, the Warg Chief is back because the deck reshuffled. That's cute. Okay, so we got 10.
Yep. So we make 5 progress,
Yep, so we get 1 on the foothills.
and then 4 on. So now
The
we
hunt
have
of
to discard 5 cards at random.
Yep, so I'll discard my 1 test of will and I'll use the harp to put it back in my hands and keep it.
Okay, I am left with Rosie, Boromir, and Gaffer. We didn't actually advertise that we went live tonight. We were just recording it, and it was like, well, we'll make it a live stream if people drop in.
Yeah,
we're
we
happy
just
to
kind of
have
on
you.
the whim. We're like just so we're like we'll just play through. We'll throw it up. But thanks for joining us.
Yep. So that's questing done.
Yeah. So travel, and we have to travel. So probably the Region with no damage on it. I think
Probably.
it'll get whatever we go to. It'll get one. So maybe the one with the damage, because I think we're just gonna have to lose. I think the Warden's gonna. If you put Gaffer back in your hand, I think the Warden goes no matter what.
Yeah, I think you're right. So let's do that. We'll travel to the one with damage on, and I'll
Yeah.
just resign myself to losing that warden.
Yeah, unless you play another ally is the other option.
Yeah, but we've got.
You know?
Remember when the war chief comes in? That's another enemy that comes out.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll travel there.
Do you want to take the chief?
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
Okay.
So his forced effect goes off. I'm gonna discard cards till I get a warg enemy. Howling Warg. So this gets 2 more damage since I engage 2 more enemies. That is the shortcut for progress.
Okay, I will return Gaffer to cancel my attack.
Yeah, so I guess I'll have Gimli defend the Warg Chief.
Yep.
I actually wouldn't be upset if he got +1 attack at this point.
+2
Yeah,
attack.
he gets +2.
Okay, well, strip 2 points of damage, 1 off Legolas and 1 off Gimli.
Yeah. So we'll do that in the window. So he attacks for 7 against my 5 defense. So I take 2 damage. And I'll trigger all 3 Dwarven Shields
For 3 resources.
for 3 resources. And then I'm going to pay 1 to ready...
Legolas?
Yeah. Actually, should have defended with Aragorn first, but this is still okay.
Well, if you want to do that, we can quickly redo that.
Nah, that's all right. I didn't think it through. Howling Warg, I'll defend with Aragorn. Puts a damage on here when he attacks. Another +2, so 5 against Aragorn's 4, so Aragorn takes 1 damage. I will trigger Anduril's ability to exhaust and attack for 4 -1 defense. And almost kill it.
Okay, then Merry will kill mine.
And I think I'll just use Legolas to polish off the Howling Warg.
Sounds like a plan.
And that's it for us. Come on. Yes, finally. Great. I'll play this Dagger of Westernese on Aragorn.
Okay.
I can flip this blasted contract at the end of this turn.
Well, I'm going to trigger the Warden and heal up. So, 1 off Gimli, 1 off Aragorn.
Yeah, he's kind of going away anyway, right?
Yep, so I may as well exhaust him now. Okay, and that's me done.
Yeah, so that's it. We'll go to questing. I'll commit Gimli and Legolas. I'll discard my Test of Will and get back into my hand with the harp to ready Gimli. So that'll put me questing for 6.
I don't think Frodo's gained 2 resources yet. It's been 2 turns and he's still sitting at 2 resources.
We haven't. You spent what, 1 like first turn?
Yeah, so he should be at 4 resources.
I think he should be at more. I don't think he gained them from when.
I think it's because of the system glitching out.
Yeah.
So, welcome viewers. If you're just joining us, we are playing through the Ring Goes South.
Yeah, we're playing with the campaign rules, by the way. So we're on part 4 with our campaign rules.
Yes, we are.
Which I've never actually played with the treasure cards before. For the, the objective attachments or whatever they're called. The boons. The boons. Boons.
Okay, so I'm sending 6 to the quest.
Alright. 14 out of 141. We'll let her rip. First card is 3 damage in the active location. Well, it's not really going to matter at this point.
Nope, all allies are going away.
And a Hound of Sauron that surges into Kraben, which this is your peril card.
Okay, I'll exhaust Mary.
Alright. So we got 3, 6, 7.
Yep.
So we're going to make 7 progress. So 4 is going to go on a Region.
Bye-bye, my warden. You served us
Yep.
well.
We have to lose 7 allies.
Each.
Just ridiculous. And we're going to go to the next one because we have to.
Yes, we are. Okay, and then I will optionally engage this Crabine from Dunland.
Okay.
It's 31. You could engage it, but we're still going to have to reveal a card. This way I'll at least get a draw card.
Sure.
So Sam ready's draw. Ooh, fast itch.
Alright.
Not an ally.
Yeah, we could probably leave the Hound in there. He doesn't...
He's 45 at the minute.
Yeah, he's 40, well, plus, he's 48, right? With Pippin?
Yeah, 48.
So we'll let him chill, I feel.
Yep, so shadow cards.
Yep. So, however, though, after the Kraben and from Dunland engages the player, which reveal the top card of the encounter deck, which might actually change everything.
Yep.
Which should be one of these cards, technically. Probably this one.
Yep, technically it would be that one.
I think because...
That's you, so...
Yeah, so... Okay, either the warg enemy in the staging area at the highest engagement attacks you, or each warg gets minus 20. So that will actually change.
You could defend that with Aragorn and kill that warg in the staging area.
Yeah, I think I will just let it attack me. And I will defend it with Aragorn.
Sounds like a plan.
So he gets a shadow card. No shadow. He attacks for 4. I have 4 defense because of Anduril and the Tireless Ranger. Then I'll exhaust Anduril to attack back and kill it. He's Grimbjorn, man.
He is with Anduril.
Yeah, he's great. Okay, now the Warg Chief gets a shadow card, and we engage just the Kraben this round, right?
Yep.
So that's 1 damage on a Region for quest stage 3B.
Yep. And now for defenses, how are you defending?
Gimli.
Okay.
And you can... Let's see here. Sting just... Oh, you might kill your...
Yep.
Okay, so... Aragorn, I think, has more attack at this point. So I'm actually going to ready Aragorn with Gimli's ability.
Aragorn's attacking for 5. Legolas is attacking for 4 with Gimli's ability.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're defending the Warg Chief, no shadow effect.
Yeah, and he
no
attacks
damage.
for 5, and I have 5 mighty defense because of my shadow cards.
Yep. And you're right, Silverthorn, Pippin is clutch in Hobbit decks. And then Sam defends, and I will trigger Sting's ability. So after he exhausts to defend, discard the top card of the encounter deck, and then deal damage equal to the threat. So that kills off the Crabine before he actually attacks.
Yay, sting.
That's actually
Yay,
popped.
sting. So it's when you declare them?
After the attached hero exhausts to defend an attack.
Yeah, they instantly take the damage.
Yep.
So you kill them, it's like a Gondorian spear. You deal the damage and kill them before the attack actually resolves.
Yep.
Right, I'll attack with Aragorn. I don't have lower threat than the Warg, so this
So
guy
that's
I attack
3 damage.
yeah, 5 against his 2 defense. And we're on to the next turn.
Yep.
I will use a refresh action to flip my 3 hunters contract at turn 7.
Okay, and it looks like I didn't gain resources there either. What is going on with my things? Okay, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to spend 1 for a fast hitch on to... Who do you think? Mary or Sam? I'm
I'll probably Mary, so he can quest, I guess. I mean, Frodo's not a bad target either, but my threat's kind of high. So
Yeah.
I'd say Mary.
Okay, so questing. Right, I'm done. I'm not going to play out an ally because we've got that Aregi and that's going to pop this turn.
Yeah. So I'm gonna quest with. I'm not playing anything.
Okay. Do you not want to draw a card with the Elven Knight that's in your discard pile?
Is there one in there?
Yeah, you discarded it first turn.
That was in there the whole time. We put it in the discard pile from Elrond's council,
Yeah.
and then I forgot it was in there. It's cute. Thanks, Grant.
I was wondering why you weren't drawing cards and you had a stockpile of spirit resources there.
Yep. In that case, I'm actually gonna play the Merc with Long Knives on Legolas. That's what we're gonna do. And then now I'll quest. So I'm gonna quest with Legolas and Gimli, and I'm gonna discard Elven Light, not take it back with the harp because I really don't need to. So that
Ready's
is,
Gimli.
and then that will ready Gimli. Yep. So it'll be. Those 2 characters are questing for 12. All the bonuses from the 3 hunters and the stone and the long knives.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm 7.
Oh, excuse me, 13.
So that's 23.
You're sending 10?
Yep.
23 is our total. Nothing in the staging area. Here we go. Let her rip. Snowdrifts. No more than 3 prog. Kind of want to advance, so I'm gonna test will this. Legolas is gonna walk on top of the snow.
As Legolas does in his bare feet.
Yep. So Storm of Howls is my peril.
And it surges anyway.
It's gonna surge into a Howling Warg.
Okay. So with it surging, which effect are you picking? Because it's got to. I think you've got to take one of the effects, and then if there's no warg in the staging area, then it gains surge.
Yeah, it doesn't say to not, but then you can't actually pick an attack though, is the thing, right? Like you can't choose to have it attack you because there's nothing in play. So that means they automatically have to get minus 20.
So is that what we're saying? It gets minus 20.
Well, that's the only way you can do it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's got minus 20 engagement cost.
Like no warg enemies in the staging area. It doesn't say to not do those things. So
How
the
do you
more
want
difficult, yeah.
How do you want to play it then?
I'm gonna say it's -20, and then it surges.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Okay, so we are 23 over 2.
Yep.
So we're going to make 21, which will explore a region, and then we put 17 on the hunt is up, so we're going to go to the next stage.
Yep.
And we have to, as a group, discard
one ally.
one ally, which we don't have any in play. Click away. Okay, stage 4A. The Gates of Moria.
Pursued by evil wargs and fell weather, the company of the Ring decides to enter the mines of Moria. But as they seek the hidden gate, a foul creature seizes the ring bearer with one of its many groping arms. Make the doors of door in the active location. Add Watcher in the water to the staging area. Discard all tokens from the ring bearer and place it, and each card attached to it face down under the Watcher. So that's 5 resources that we built up. Well, it should be 6. That's now underneath the Watcher.
Yep.
Okay, and
4B. There can be 2 active locations. During the travel phase, the players must travel to a location if able. Forced, after an enemy engages a player, place 1 damage on each active location. If Doors of Durin is explored, the players win the game.
yeah,
So what does it do? Doors of Durin. It is immune to player card effects. Progress must be placed on each other active location before it can be placed here. Progress cannot be placed here unless the first player controls the ring bearer. If there are 9 damage tokens here, the players lose the game.
yeah.
So we can't make progress until we rescue Frodo.
Sounds about right.
And the Watcher reads indestructible, immune to player card effects, cannot leave the staging area, but is considered to be engaged with each player. Forced, after placing the 6th damage here, the first player takes control of the ring bearer, exhausted with 1 damage on it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got a slight problem. I can't defend this Watcher.
Because he attacks for 6?
Yep.
Well, yeah, we'll have to, Well, yeah, we got some tricks. So, I mean, Gimli could also ready Sam when I defend.
True.
And even with Sam's... Without his ability, with Sting and the Hobbit Cloak, he's 4 defense, right?
Yeah.
So, that's not bad. So we'll figure it out. So first we got to engage.
Yeah.
If you do option the Howling Warg, I mean that would ready Sam
No,
also.
it wouldn't.
But then it's an extra attack you have to defend.
It wouldn't ready him because he's got -20 threat.
Oh yeah, from the Wargs. Good call. The Storm of Howls.
Yep.
So I'll probably have to take him, I guess.
Well, let's see. We've each got a Watcher attack to take.
Yep. So these guys got. So this guy gets 2. They each get 1. It's fine. I'll probably have to take 1 attack undefended. I got Aragorn. So the way it's probably going to work is Aragorn's probably going to defend here because he'll kill the Warg Chief.
Right.
And then Gimli can defend. He probably will have to defend your
Yep.
attack.
Well, I'm first player, so yeah, it's gonna have to
Yours
work.
is going to happen first.
Yep.
I'm actually going to take. I'll take a damage, but then I'll get to ready somebody. And
I'd say probably ready Aragorn, and that way you can defend the Howling Warg.
well, so Aragorn, right? You just said your attacks happen first, right?
Yeah,
So
but what I'm saying is you defend with Gimli to the Watcher. Oh, you still
Okay.
have. And then that.
Aragorn's not exhausted yet.
All right, yeah, he's not, is he?
Yeah. So either way, I have to defend the attack with Gimli, and then it's really I can either ready Legolas, which is probably what I'll do, and because otherwise readying Sam isn't gonna do.
Well, readying Sam will allow us to put some damage onto the Watcher.
Yeah. Well, so will Legolas. He attacks for 5.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ready.
Ready, Legolas?
Yeah, but then I have to defend my Watcher attack, and this Howling Warg,
Yep.
which. Yeah. I don't know if we have a way out of this one, because the problem is the Watcher attacks for 6, so Legolas can't defend it. I might have to actually defend. Aragorn might actually have to defend it. And then, nope. Because then the Warg Chief attacks for 5, which I can't defend with Legolas either.
I think this is a dead hero, mate.
I don't see a way to not have a hero die because of the 2 Watcher attacks.
No, neither do I. If we didn't have that double Eregion, I would have been set up with Gaffer and Boromir and Rosie. Well, maybe not Boromir, but Rosie and Gaffer would have been set up with.
Yeah, we have no allies to chump. We have no allies to support us. Because like I can take this attack undefended. Like that's not a problem.
Yep.
It's defending 3 attacks. I have no action advantage for Gimli. You know, I didn't draw any unexpected courages or anything like that. No armored exteriors. And even if I ready one of your characters, you know, you can't defend for me is the problem.
Yeah, I don't have Sentinel or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, even if I say did take the Wargs, I'd still lose a hero. In hindsight, maybe that fast hit would have been better on Sam.
It would have been because he could actually defend your Watcher attack and live
Yeah.
if you don't get a bad shadow card.
Yeah. So,
Because yeah, they got the -20, so we couldn't trigger Sam's ability.
let's just say I did that.
All right, we're gonna. You guys didn't. No one's paying attention, right?
Nobody wants this playthrough to end, right? So Sam readies thanks to the fastest.
Oh man, that's bad. That's bad. But we're gonna do it anyway because
Sam defends.
that's the kind of mood I'm in today.
Sam defends the Watcher.
Yeah, if you fast hit yours, Sam defends, and this might kill you too.
Yeah, it might.
No, but it doesn't.
That's 2 damage.
And you survive with 1 hit point, and you also get to trigger Sting, actually, which makes a lot of sense.
No, I can't because it's immune to player card effects.
Oh, you're right. He's immune to player card effects.
Okay, and how are you defending?
So in that case, I still have to have Gimli.
I'd recommend
So
defending
that
with
changes
Aragorn.
things a little bit. Yeah. So I gotta get rid of these stupid. Hold on. So
I'd recommend
Okay.
defending with Aragorn first.
Aragorn's defending first. He makes an extra attack after this one,
It doesn't
but
matter.
luckily he's killed.
Yep.
Andoril kills him,
Yep.
so he doesn't get to attack again.
Then Gimli defends.
And how many? We just engaged the Warg this round, right? So this should have
Yep.
1 damage on it. So now Gimli defends. Did I pay a resource already?
Yes, he did.
I feel like I did. And now I can actually ready. I think Aragorn makes the most sense. And now Gimli defends the Watcher attack. All right.
See a deadly shadow. Yep.
Well,
Not
plus one,
not deadly
plus
for
two.
you, but it would have been deadly for Sam.
Yeah, so he attacks for 7 against my
5
5. So I take 2,
and gain 3 resources.
and I gain 3 resources. I got that dwarven shield money.
Okay, and
Ah, go away, arrow. Okay.
how are you defending this howling warg?
And now I could either, I might as well just defend it with Aragorn because he attacks it either way.
Uh,
Unless I take it undefended to attack the Watcher.
yeah, but it
Which-
wouldn't really,
The
it wouldn't do any damage.
Well, Aragorn attacks for 3, 4. He attacks for
5.
6. He'd only do 1 damage
Yeah.
to it. So I'm gonna defend Aragorn with the Howling Warg because I think I'll actually. Well, I have to exhaust Andoril, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh well. He gets +1 if the attack destroys a character. So he attacks for 4. I have 4. If only I could Andoril a second time, but I can't. And then this gets another damage.
Yeah. Okay.
So I will use the contract to heal Gimli for 1.
Sounds like a plan.
Go away, Arrow. I'm done with you. Ah, yes. On to the next turn. Thanks, Silverthorn, for your support. We definitely did cheat like someone's life depended on it.
Okay, well, I want to drop out Gaffer. I want to drop
Oh,
out.
man. That stuff, it does bother me. It does haunt me, right? Like, I prefer to have, like, nice, clean wins. Because I've had so many wins through error plays. Because so commonly I will just miss a trigger from a location, from an enemy, you know, and so I don't feel good about beating the scenario. Because I didn't actually play through it with the rules. And here we kind of fudged it. But if we maybe would have thought about...
Well, that's what I was asking. Who do you think it would be best on? And I didn't think we were actually going to blow through the quest card so quickly.
Yeah, we did.
So it's one of those things.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm not too worried about it. Well, I guess...
You want to recur Elven Light?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, I'm done.
Okay. Questing.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing, throwing away Elven Light. So I'll send 13.
And I'm sending 7.
It's 20. Oh, hey, you actually got Boromir.
He's been sitting in my hand for the past 3 rounds.
Because he's super hard to play in that deck, but I put him in there just because we're playing Saga.
Yep.
We're only missing Gandalf, man. We got eight walkers.
Gandalf's in my deck. I discarded him with when that other card came out.
Yep, he's in there. Okay, here we go. Regia, not great, and Howling Warg.
Okay, so,
So
we're
we got
within
5, 6,
10.
7, 8. So we make progress,
We
basically.
make 10 progress,
there's-
clearing Doors of Durin.
Well, but we can't, right?
Yeah.
Because progress must be placed. We need the ring bearer to put progress here.
Yep. So we would have cleared Doors of Durin.
Yeah.
Okay, next up we have to travel to Eregion.
Yep. Let's see. Yep. So we have to go here.
Yep.
Each active. Okay.
If you want to drop that underneath, otherwise Eregion's just going to move further along when you reveal the next card from the
Oh,
encounter
maybe if I
deck.
put it here.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you? I can take the Howling Warg, I guess. Oh, Gimli should be ready too from Legolas's ability.
And I'll ready with Fast Hitch because even if because it's, hang on, I can actually engage the Howling Warg and defend twice.
Is that what you want to do?
I can certainly do it.
Okay.
So I'll optionally engage this Howling Warg.
Okay.
That readies Sam and allows me to draw a card. I can't be resourceful. Okay, and shadow cards to the Watcher and the Howling Wargs.
Yep. And then we get 1 damage here and 1 damage here
Yep, I am
for
actually.
quest card 4B.
I am going to trigger Gaffer on my Howling Warg so it doesn't attack.
Okay.
I will.
I think I'm actually going to
Off you
Faint.
first.
my Howling Warg.
Sounds like a good idea. Okay. Now I can play it risky and use Sam and Rosie and defend for 7.
Against the Watcher?
Yep.
Well... Yeah. Yeah, that is risky, because if it gets plus... Well, it would have to get +2 to kill you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The other option is I defend it with Gimli, and then I use...
Then you take all the money.
Yeah. I think you'd be okay.
Do you want to, after I engage this warg,
I mean,
do you want to play well warned?
Boromir would also survive and live, right? Because he would get the +2.
Yes.
So Boromir, and then he would ready. So Boromir is an option this turn as well.
True. Okay, I think I'll. Do you want to play well warned? When
I do not.
Okay. I will defend the Howling Warg with. I will defend the Watcher with Boromir.
Okay. I guess mine are first.
Yep.
So, okay. If you are going to do that, then I will defend my Watcher with Gimli, paying a resource to ready Legolas.
Yep.
He gets +1, so he attacks for 7 against my 5. So I will take 2 damage and gain all the money.
Yep, and I will defend with mine with Boromir. Any attack increase and Boromir dies.
But there wasn't one.
So he takes 3 damage. And readies.
Yeah, and you gaffered your warg and I fainted mine, so
Okay,
they
now
don't attack.
question becomes, how do we kill?
Well, so the question, we need 6 damage on the Watcher. So I think our goal should be to put 6 damage on the Watcher. Because if we get that, we get Frodo, and then we can quest out. Because we can put progress in the doors as long as we control Frodo.
Well, I've got
So
6.
whatever puts 9 damage or 6 damage on the Watcher.
Well,
So
I've got 11 with Mary and Sam. I've got 10, so I can actually, with these, I can put more than 6 damage on the Watcher.
okay. Well, I think we can do both then. Because that's all we need to do, because he's indestructible, right? Killing him makes no sense.
Yeah. So
So-
what I'm actually going to do is, but I also want to take out this warg.
I'll take care of it. My attacks are first. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I think what I will I'll have Aragorn attack. He attacks for 3.
You
For
attack
5 -1. So he kills this warg by himself.
Yeah.
And then I can actually pull yours.
Okay.
And then Legolas attacks for 5 also, because of Gimli's ability and the Mirkwood daggers, and because of Aragorn's ability that kills this warg also.
Ooh, that will actually place another point of damage on Eregion and Doza Durin.
Yeah, but at this point I think we're gonna win, so I'm not concerned about it.
Okay.
But good to point that out, though. Thank you.
And then I will attack for 3, 5,
Get it.
7, 8, 9,
Boromir cut off all the limbs, dude.
9, 13 damage. I'll do, well, 13 attacks, so I'll place 7 damage on. And then we get Frodo and the ring back.
Yes, we do. He is exhausted with 1 damage.
He's almost dead.
He is half dead.
So's Boromir. He's on his last legs.
Boromir's in. He worked though, right? He defended your attack, and then he helped you put damage on the Watcher.
Yep.
He fought the Watcher this turn, all by himself.
Okay. Resources. Info card. Ooh. Okay. Gonna spend 4 resources and drop out Gaffer and the Warden of Healing. And then I'm going to exhaust the Warden of Healing to heal Sam and Frodo. That resource should be there. That token should come off. That token should come off. I'm then going to spend 2 more tokens to ready the Warden and exhaust him again to heal off that other point of damage on Sam. Heal 1 off Gimli.
Yeah, I don't know if I healed him last round. I can't remember if I feel like I forgot to.
Then I'm going to spend 2 more and heal off 1 off Boromir and another 1 off Gimli.
Sure.
And then 2 more to heal off another point of damage and another point off Gimli.
Works for me.
And that's me.
Yeah, I think at this point we're just trying to
Quest through, I think.
Yeah, so I'll put this round shield on Aragorn just to get another willpower.
Okay.
And all we gotta do is quest through. So, let's see here. I want to send 19.
Okay, and I will send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 13, 14.
Okay, you're 14 plus my 19?
33.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think we'll be fine.
Well, let's hope so.
Storm of Howls. So this is going to give everything minus 20 and then search.
Yep.
3 damage. Oh, on each active location. Well. Okay.
Let's hope for not another raiment of clothes.
We're good. Yeah, that we just lose
Yeah.
if the crows come out. So this is resolved.
And we are up against
4, 5,
9, 10.
10. Yeah, so we make 23 progress,
4,
4 of which go on here, and then we put 19 on the door, which we can do because we have the ring bearer.
Yep, so that's 19 on the doors of Durin. We have won the game.
And we didn't cheat at all.
No, we just made some very smart plays.
That's exactly right, because we're smart players.
So as for resolution, if lust for the ring is attached to the heroes, the players have earned that burden. It is not because we didn't actually add it to the encounter deck.
Yeah.
We chose to raise our threat instead. So they were just in time. Sam and Frodo were only a few steps up, and Gandalf has just begun to climb when the groping tentacles writhed across the narrow shore and fingered the cliff wall and the doors. One came wriggling over the threshold, glistening in the starlight. Gandalf turned and paused if he were considering What word would close the gate? Again from within. There was no need. Many coiling arms seized the doors on either side and with a horrible strength swung them around. With a shattering echo they slammed and all light was lost.
Great, we did it. I noticed the campaign doesn't mention anything about the like treasures, like the boons.
We've earned them.
So are they just? I think because they're the first part said we've earned them.
Yeah.
So I guess they just go into our decks at this point, right?
Yes. We can
Or
choose,
we can shuffle them around, right?
We can choose to use them. We have them in our campaign pool.
I got you.
We can choose to use them, or we can choose not to use them. And in all honesty, I think at least Sting and Durrell, for at least this early point of the game, whilst we're running these heroes, is probably a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, I'd put Glambring would be great in my deck too.
True.
You know? It's just restricted, and then the Mithril shirt. That's kind of up to you. I mean, it goes in the ring bearer, which is nice, but
I don't think it's necessarily needed.
yeah.
We're not really defending with Frodo. If it was a Hobbit character, then I would definitely suggest it for Sam, but because of the fact that it's not I'm not sure if it's worth running.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of Andrew's pretty great actually with kind of worked out with Tactics Aragorn. He kind of defended a lot until got to attack.
Well, yeah, even though you were running the wrong version of Aragorn for the defense.
Well, which one? What? The leadership one? Like?
Well, no, what I mean is that Tactics Aragorn is generally more focused on killing enemies rather than.
Well, if he gets enough attachments, I mean, he can do it. You know?
Yeah,
so,
obviously, and with Anduril, it makes it that much easier.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna add it to my deck for sure, and we can put Sting in yours, and
I'm not sure if we'll be adding the Mithril shirt back in because it's a deck slot, but maybe we'll add Glamdring into one of the decks as well. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I think I might swap it out for, you know, just a single, you know, like a Dagger of Westernies, just to, cause it's slightly better, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it is also restricted that it's after an orc enemy is destroyed.
Yeah, I don't know if there are orc enemies in the rest of the scenarios.
There is orc enemies in the mines that we are in currently.
Oh, the next one is in Moria, so it's all orc enemies.
Yep, and so is and then obviously from here to Helm's Deep, I have orc enemies. I think every quest from here pretty much has at least some orc enemies in.
Yeah.
So join us next time where we take on the next quest from the Saga expansion, which is the Mines of Moria.
Yep, till next time.